Alright guys, so here is, this arrived for me from America today, priority mail. The box got a little bit damaged, but there's nothing really in it that is breakable. So I'm going to go ahead and rip into this. Now this is the AGK, Affordable Go-Karts, bolt-on kit 1 for the GX390 Honda engine. So, wow, that's a big air filter. And that's the packaging. So that's all that's in the box. So here we have the Uni air filter, which is to replace my stock air filter that I've got on there now. And it is a pretty nice air filter actually. It's got dual layer, used on a lot of karts, a UNI one. Here we have a straight header with coinciding adapting bracket. Which end does this come out? Like that. And it got a little bit chipped on the way, I think, but yeah, that's the exhaust with its bracket and carousel clip that's in the bag, which I've bothered to take out. And then wrapped in here is, hopefully with a bit of luck, the GX390 billet machined adapter. So that goes into the adapter, or rather like that, and then that slides onto the carburetor, so you get a direct inflow of air. So, hold on a minute guys, I will just go and get the thing that I'm going to be using the exhaust with. Alright guys, sorry about that, but I had to go and find the baffle, which arrived for me a couple of days ago. It's basically like a little muffler for the exhaust. It simply goes right over the end of the exhaust like that, and you carousel clip it or whatever you want to do with it. So you guys are going to have to wait for a while until all the rest of the stuff comes, like the chains and sprockets and everything, to see any more update videos. But I should have probably more to go in this video, because this is all going to be one video. So yeah. Alright guys, so I have the new parts for my genuine GX390. Right now it's in stock form and it's quite dirty. Sorry the desk is so hectic, but I'm going to turn it around so you guys can see the exhaust side, which is what I'm going to be upgrading. Now I have the exhaust straight header and just a muffler. The straight header is from affordablegokarts.com. Also have a couple upgrades to the car that I'm going to be doing, but I'm probably going to time-lapse the bits that need like unbolting various things. So as far as I know, it's an 8 or a 10mm bolt on the engine itself. Alright guys, so here we have the stock Honda exhaust. Very restrictive. Actually restricts quite a bit of flow because the exhaust goes straight into a 90-degree bend that goes into the muffler, and then the muffler is further restricted as well. So I'm going to put that to the side, since that is no longer needed. And we are going to go ahead, leave the metal gasket that's on there, and slide on the new exhaust. Okay guys, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright guys, so the exhaust is now on. To do a little bit of drilling to get it to go on, and then a little bit of hitting with a hammer because of the bolt alignments, well, the hole alignments. But it was a relatively simple thing to do, I guess. Oh great, and I'm not going to be able to use those nuts in that nut now, am I? No. guys, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, so it is kind of a bolt-on kit, but the actual threaded bolts on the GX390's engine block, with that metal piece there that is around the exhaust is actually not big enough, so I've had to back it off with 3 or so thin washers to make it easy enough to bolt the bolts on. So yeah, now I just need to tighten them up. Guys, so now I'm just doing the last torque down on the bolts. And that is the exhaust on. So now we're going to swivel the engine round. Take out the power drill. Oh, and some weights through it, that's not good. 2 power drills actually. So you can see this side of the engine now with the air thing sticking right up in the air. Now over here we got my big air filter and the adapter. And also we do have, where's it gone now? Ow, that hurt. The other muffler that I'm putting on instead of the other one. I'll do that in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and strip off this. Now here's the stock Honda air filter, as I'm sure many of you will have seen before. I'm probably going to swap this over to my GX160, maybe, that power, so we'll set that to the side, and also that. So now we have this bit here. Comes out just like that, and then you slide the stock air filter off. So that's a stock air filter. It's quite restrictive, as you see. It comes right down at a 90-degree bend again, so it's restricting the airflow of the engine. So that's one side. It stinks of petrol in here now because of the carb, so be careful of the carburetor. Now we take our billet machined, I think it's billet anyway, machined piece, and we decide which way around it is that it slides on, which it is that way. And then we take our nuts and bolt this on. And then we take our UNI air filter and simply slide the rubber bit over the outer edge of the billet machined internals. I think I'm going to pull this back a little bit though. And there we have it, guys. So that is my exhaust and air filter upgrade on my Honda GX390. Now this space is empty, but I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, guys, more to come in this video. Alright guys, so we're going to start the process for carb strip down for the re-drilling process. So this is when your engine is running lean after you've done these air filter upgrades. So what you want to do is you want to take, I don't recommend these pliers though, but slide your carb out until it's the right angle. Pop the little spring out and take the acceleration rod out. Make sure you keep the gasket safe, and then you need to, I'm going to grab a screw or something. A minute guys. You need to release the little clip that comes on these engines that holds the fuel line up to the carb. Clamp the fuel line, get whatever you have to block the fuel line. I'll be back in a minute guys when I've got it off. Alright guys, so I got the fuel line done up there, so I can go ahead and slide the carburetor off. This is a pretty similar carb to most GX series of motors. Has the same effects as all motors. So there is liquid in it, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to drain the liquid. I'll just move the motor to the side. Oh, well, try and get some tissues in a minute guys. Right, and we'll take the carb. I'm just going to open up the drain plug. Not going to bother cleaning the carb because it's nearly new, so there's no point in doing that. I'll just get some more tissue like that, and we'll replace the drain plug. Like that. Oh, more fuel's coming out. Now what you want to do is you want to take the bottom bolt out. I think this one's a bit harder to do. Yep, it was. And it's not hand tight, but it is now. Take that out, take the bolt off. Float pin out, like that, and then up there with a flathead screwdriver is the main jet, which is the bit that we want, which coincidentally requires a very, very small flathead screwdriver to get at. So I will find one of them and I will be back to you guys in a minute. Right guys, so I now have the main jet out. It's very, very, very small, tiny little dinky main jet, and I'm gonna re-drill this and I will come back to you when it is done. Alright guys, oh, where's the main jet gone? So I have now re-drilled the little dinky little main jet, one drill bit size bigger. Now is my main jet was at 1mm size, so yeah, I'm now gonna put it back in and test it.